हम हैं ही सभी adults. हम आपको क्यों लग रहा है कि हम असभ्य हैं?
Did you base the characters on anyone you know, Suman?
After a particular point, what happened? The character simply refused to listen to me, and I was reduced to being a typist.
Bestseller type, like in a way of it has what it takes.
This is the book that we're celebrating. So I'd request Suman and Imtiaz if you could hold up a copy, because since let's make this an e-photo op. Hello, good evening, namaste, sat shri akal. Welcome to this very special live session. We're coming to you from as many places as possible because this is a celebration, no less. So my name is Stuti Ghosh. You're, of course, watching me from my page, RJ Stuti. And we're coming to you live from the Fever 104 FM page, from Crossword, from Rupa, and from the individual pages of the two guests you can see on screen right now, Suman Dubey and Imtiaz Ali. It's strange कि मैं इन्हें गेस्ट बोल रही हूँ क्योंकि एक्चुअली तो मतलब सेलिब्रेशन ही इन्हीं की वजह से है. I know 2020 is a year where we're all cribbing and complaining and it isn't exactly going as per plan, but it's so amazing that thanks to technology and our own human spirit, we're managing to put together events that are very, very special. One such event is, of course, this one. So thank you for joining us live. It's a celebration, a book launch of a very special book. So I'm holding this here in my hand. And this book is the baby of Suman Dubey, his first book, The Fixer. We're here to celebrate this. So पहले जरा quick, वैसे तो नाम ही काफी है जैसे फिल्मी लोग बोलेंगे, but a quick introduction हम कर लेते हैं. Suman Dubey. Now, he's someone जिनका corporate career has spanned 6 industries. He studied engineering, then did an MBA from Cornell University. And when he was growing up in Jamshedpur, he probably didn't think that one day we'll have a Facebook Live just to celebrate his book. So congratulations, Suman.
Thank you.
And the man who needs no introduction, one of our finest film directors, Imtiaz Ali. बहुत मुश्किल है इम्तियाज की कोई एक फिल्म को उठा के बोलना, this is our favorite. From सोचा न था to Rockstar, Jab We Met, the list just goes on. Thank you so much, Imtiaz, for joining us.
Thank you, Stuti. A pleasure.
अच्छा, आई एम श्योर अभी तो हम ऐसे बहुत सभ्य अडल्ट्स की तरह बैठे हैं, बट
हम हैं ही सभी adults. हम आपको क्यों लग रहा है कि हम असभ्य हैं?
नहीं हम असभ्य तो नहीं, बट आई एम श्योर जब आप दोनों, बिकॉज मैं एक चीज सबको बता दूं, दोज हु आर ट्यूनिंग इन, हु आर वाचिंग दिस स्पेशल लाइव ब्रॉडकास्ट, these two gentlemen, Suman Dubey and Imtiaz Ali, actually go back a long way. So you both were in the same school in Jamshedpur growing up, and he was your senior.
Yes, in DBMS English School in Jamshedpur, and Imtiaz was 3 years senior to me in my sister's class. And Imtiaz and I belong to the era where senior students in school were our role models. And we used to look at Imtiaz and his sports and his personality, and we used to aspire to be like him.
Thank God it didn't come true, Suman. You're doing much better than you would have otherwise.
No, I'm in an enviable position. Yes, Imtiaz, sorry to cut you. Please continue.
No, I was saying that it's a matter of great happiness for me that you and I are talking together after so many years, that you have written this wonderful book, which I have started reading and I will finish very soon because it looks like a bestseller, but more about that later.
Thank you.
The fact that we are from the same school, DBMS English School, and we hate Loyola because we are from Jamshedpur, and we have, and it really feels extra special when somebody from your alma mater, it's a small place, Jamshedpur, it's a small school, DBMS, and then the fact that you've done so well, it's a matter of great happiness for me personally.
Yes, Imtiaz, I resonate with what you're saying. In fact, thinking back and having lived in many cities in the world and having studied in Cornell as well,
yeah,
I look at my DBMS experience very fondly. The reason is the mix of extracurriculars and the academics, and that really shaped somebody like me, because I got a chance to do so many things, from dramatics to sports to football to cricket. It allowed me to explore what I can do, and that is good information to have as you progress in life.
So Stuti, you better start talking, because हम दोनों मिल जाएंगे तो हम ऐसी बातें करते रह जाएंगे.
मुझे बड़ा मजा आ रहा था, and that's why I was saying that I'm in an enviable position, because इनकी ये actually कैसे थे इम्तियाज, ये हम सुमन से पूछेंगे और सुमन के राज इम्तियाज खोलेंगे. But before that, this is the book that we're celebrating. So I'd request Suman and Imtiaz if you could hold up a copy, because since let's make this an e-photo op. Guys, if you want to do a quick screenshot, you can. So this is the new book that you must try and get your hands on. Thank you so much. और उसकी वजह ये है कि इंडियंस को देखिए क्रिकेट पसंद है और फिल्में पसंद है एंड किताबें पसंद है, और ये सब चीज आज यहाँ पे मिल चुकी है. So the paperback and e-books are available on Amazon globally, and in India they're also available on Flipkart, Snapdeal, Paytm, Crossword bookstores. So make sure you do get your hands on this. अच्छा, अभी सुमन सबसे पहले IPL सीजन चल रहा है, क्रिकेट सीजन चल रहा है, सबके सर चढ़ के बोल रहा है द बुक इज कॉल्ड द फिक्सर. बहुत ही मतलब शुभ घड़ी चुनी है आपने इसके लॉन्च की.
Yes, actually, but then it's decided by the publisher Rupa. But you're right. Because the backdrop is the league cricket, it made sense to bring the book out at the time of the IPL, because it's talking of the same thing almost.
What a pleasure to have panelists who actually go back a long way. He was your school senior. Imtiaz, I want to ask you, growing up, did you know what you wanted to be? आपको cricketer बनने का मन था कभी?
Actually, the thing about cricket and me is that my family is a cricketer's family.
Okay.
And so when I was born and when I was 5 years old, there was a ball in a sock, and that was hung from the ceiling, and with a wicket. I used to practice, because my dad and my uncles are all like cricketers. Okay. And I was expected to be a cricketer as well, and I got rigorous training at the hands of my parents, my father. And fast bowlers would bowl in like a league type bowlers would bowl when I was a small kid, keypad and all of that. But ultimately, I didn't play cricket as much. I ultimately started playing basketball, which Suman and I were just talking about as well. So yeah, I became more serious about basketball ultimately. But cricket, if I'm Indian, I'm a cricket lover. And I feel that the last time I might have had tears in my eyes was also when I was watching some match where we might have lost or something. So the passion for cricket remains. The passion for cricket. I'd never see a basketball match with as much anxiety as I would see some cricket match.
Brilliant. Suman, did you ever see Imtiaz play? I'm sure you would have.
Yes, absolutely. Because Imtiaz was very active in sports, and one of the favorite times of our year was around the sports day, the annual sports day, because you can miss classes. And the teachers won't hold you up for coming late, and you can keep on doing the march past practice and all kind of trials. And then you would need the support of the senior players, the senior students, to kind of select you into teams and give you the opportunity. Although Imtiaz was in a different house and thus a competitor, but yes, I used to observe him very closely, and and we used to devise strategies of how we can beat him during the athletics meet annually.
Kya baat hai. So I'm going to keep asking these questions, but are we coming back, getting our attention back to the book? I want to ask you, Suman, the first question. जैसे कि film का plot कभी नहीं बताना चाहिए. So obviously, we want people to read this book. I don't want you to tell us the story, but tell us, why did you decide to center it around cricket and match fixing?
Yeah, actually, I did not intend to make it a story of match fixing. It happened later. Many years ago, I had read this quote. Oscar Wilde, the famous Irish playwright, had said, when the gods wish to punish us, they answer our prayers. Now, I have never seen a more counterintuitive quote in my life, in a sense that we look at wish fulfillment, divine wish fulfillment, as a happy occasion. But what he was actually trying to say probably was that sometimes not getting what you want is the best thing that can happen. And this quote stayed with me, and I wanted to examine the story of a character who is very driven to achieve something, and eventually he realizes in the end that his goals were misplaced, and he develops a new set of goals, which is what the book is about. And when I was designing the character, I wanted a character who has failed in midlife, and only a sports person fits that bill, because almost everybody else can resurrect themselves sometime later, So when I decided that it's going to be about a sports person, cricket was the obvious choice, because I know cricket the best. And then obviously, as the designing process of a story goes, I had to introduce complications, etc. in his path. That's where the match fixing came in. And so it happened a little later in the journey of the story, not in the middle.
Right. I'm getting distracted with the number of comments that we're getting. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. If you've joined the special live broadcast, I want to tell you, I'm not being selfish. I, of course, have my set of questions that I want to ask Suman and Imtiaz. But if you have your questions, all you have to do is type those in, and I'll ensure I take them. As of now, I see so many people who are congratulating Suman, and a lot of people asking Imtiaz and when we're going to see his next film. So anything related to the book, anything you want to know, I promise to come back to those questions. But till then, Imtiaz, जब मैं ये किताब पढ़ रही थी, it's read like a very Bollywood, almost a Bollywood film. It's very visual in its reading. अब आप director हैं, आपकी पार की नजर में, would you ever, since you love cricket, direct a cricket movie?
Well, one of the most successful movies of the last few decades is a cricket film in that way. And there was a myth before that cricket movies don't do well. Although har aadmi sochta hai ki cricket everybody wants to see and movies everybody wants to see, why don't we get them together? Thankfully, Lagan broke that.
Yes.
And I don't know whether, I've never thought of making a film on any sport up till now. Hopefully, I will at some point of time. But I'm really looking forward to reading this book, because, I feel that how a book holds itself is very important. How it smells is very important. And somehow the way it is, how the typeset is, all of that. So I congratulate the publishers for doing such a fine job of it. And the intent of this book is so clear, It's almost like we know what it's going to be about. There's a guy with a helmet, so he needs to be a cricketer and a fixer. So we know enough, and we are intrigued so much about what is happening in that world. But I also like what Suman said right now, that there was a time when I thought I'd play basketball in my life, like as a career, and or I'd do theater, or so I did theater. I came here. If I had been a basketball player, then around 10 years back, I would have already retired.
Yeah.
When my career in a way started in films, I would have already retired if I had chosen sport over this. That is something that I always feel is so dramatic in the life of people. So I'm really glad that Suman has picked that up.
Super. Okay, we're already getting questions, and since there's so many, so what I'll do is I'll quickly pick one question that I saw. This is by Smita Jha, and she wants to know, did you base the characters on anyone you know, Suman?
No, actually not, because it is inspired by my own life incidents and my observations of people. But I really wanted to get into a particular character's head who I designed and create a unique situation, and then see where he goes from there. And I was telling during the trailer launch that after a particular point, what happened? The character simply refused to listen to me, and I was reduced to being a typist, and he went on his own path. And when I saw the trailer for the first time, it almost seemed that the character is talking back to me that, hey, you have done this to me. You have created this problem for me, and now I'm in front of a camera telling my story. But it was a very surreal kind of an experience, as if that character is somebody totally removed from somebody, from me. And I know it's very difficult for non-writers to understand this probably, but this character, after a point, just went on its own path, and I couldn't do anything about it anymore.
Imtiaz, you've written screenplays. I think it's something that you would understand, and probably something that has happened to you as well. The character taking a life of her own.
Yeah, like Ghalib would say that आते हैं गैब से ये मज़ामी ख्याल में. So I'm always reduced to the capacity of a typist when I'm writing. It feels as though sometimes I feel very guilty when people like my films. And they say that बड़ा अच्छा लिखा आपने यार, वो क्या डायलॉग था या कितना अच्छा कैरेक्टर है and all of that. तो मुझे लगता है यार मैंने तो किया ही नहीं है, मतलब हालांकि मैंने किया टेक्निकली, बट वो अपने आप ही हो जाता है. You just have to be there. You have to just be in that condition of a kind of a surrender.
Yeah.
So I understand what Suman says, and I'm happy that he is thinking of it that way. चाहे screenplay हो या novel, there are many things that are different. But there are also many things that are common.
Yes, Imtiaz, certainly. See, the surrender is the key word here. Because if you don't surrender, what happens, then we will make the character behave the way we want.
Exactly.
But that's not how it should be. He should behave the way he wants to. So,
yeah, and I always feel that the novel is always bigger than the novelist. The story is always bigger than the storyteller, and the film is always bigger than a director. So for that to be the case, you have to get out of the way. So आप लिखते हो, सोचते हो, बहुत कुछ करते हो, but एक टाइम पे छोड़ देना पड़ता है, जैसा हो रहा होने देना चाहिए.
How beautifully you put that. Suman, like I said, कि जरा इम्तियाज की ऐसी कोई बातें आपसे पता लगवाएंगे that a lot of us don't know. I remember interviewing him for the first time, and I somehow managed to tell him that you're behind the camera, but I think you should be in front of the camera. How popular was Imtiaz in your school, given his very Sufi temperament and his good looks and his basketball skills? Do that count?
I think you know the answer already. One of the most popular students of his class, like 2 or 3 classes over and below as well. And I think junior students like us would only look up to him and wish that something similar would happen to us as well. But it doesn't. Nature has its own ways. But everyone loves, and I'm not saying this to make him happy because he came to my book launch, but everyone loves Imtiaz Ali. Everyone I know loves Imtiaz Ali. There is no other group.
That's so sweet. So, is dosti ka fayda uthate hue, have you thought while writing the book? So, and be honest, I'm sure you must have visually probably thought कि अगर ये film या web series कुछ बने, so I want these actors to be part of it. Do you want to talk about that with Imtiaz? Say Neil, who do you visualize Neil as?
So, Imtiaz, should I describe the character and maybe then you can tell who you will cast? Should we go like that?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so Neil, 40-year-old failed cricketer, tall, former fast bowler, athletic, and he's in his own world of desperation and the quest for redemption.
Well, what I see Farhan, for instance, Farhan Akhtar. The reason I thought of him is because he is athletic and he had trained and become Milkha very convincingly. And he would understand. He's also at an age where he can play this very well. That's what came to my mind first, yeah. But I feel that, Ranveer Singh could do it very well. Ranveer could do it very well. Although he's kind of younger than 40, I think, but he can play that. And but he's already played Kapil Dev, in this 83 Kabir's film that is coming. So yeah, these two I could think.
Wow. So we are witness to great minds at work. I love how Imtiaz is beautiful. I'm so glad to be part of this casting process. Hopefully it will happen.
It's not a casting process. We're just having fun. Don't go around and say that I actually picture बन गई है. ऐसा कुछ नहीं हो रहा फिलहाल.
Suman,
भगवान करे बने किसी दिन, but अभी तो नहीं बन रही.
any
Go
other
on,
character
Stuti.
you want to tell us?
Yes, other character who is, in my opinion, one of the most defining characters of the book is this female character of Kanika Suri. So Kanika Suri was Neil's manager when he was a player, and then later became girlfriend. And she left when he was at the peak of his career, and he never recovered from that blow. So among all the bad things that had happened to him, this was one of them as well. And now she has reappeared in this book in the beginning of the league to run the league. So to describe her, late 30s, head turner, magnetic. And she knows she can run the destinies of men.
There are many that know how to run the destiny of men. When you said that, I thought of not only the head turner part, but I feel that Deepika would be good because apart from everything else, she also will always have a deeper truth, like almost hiding a secret kind of a feeling to her performance, possibly. And also I'm saying this because I know her, so I know that she'd be interesting in this case.
Suman, I have a question. When I was reading the book, somewhere, you have this very human, vulnerable side that you bring out beautifully of your characters. Talk us through the characterization process. How how do you chisel those characters out and write about it?
Yes. So the character building process starts with giving the character a goal, a very well-defined goal, which is going to be in the story. And then set up some obstacles in his path, which is going to stop him from achieving those goals. Now, this obstacles is very interesting because there are two kinds of obstacles he will face. One is the external obstacles. In this book, there is a billionaire cousin, the politics in the family, etc., which are all external obstacles. But the more interesting part are the internal obstacles, which is in his mind. And that is what defines the story and defines the character eventually. So these obstacles have two parts. One, the wounds that this character is carrying, and the lies that have come up because of those wounds. And to that extent, actually, we are all, as humans, similar to these characters as well. All of us are carrying wounds, however minor they might be. And those wounds have converted into lies, which we have explained to ourselves about the world. And they define us and often act as obstacles to our own personal growth. So in this case, this character, he had a tumultuous past. He had lost his parents very early in his life, brought up by his uncle, very rich family. He got all the opportunities to excel. But sports is cruel. He got injured at the wrong time. He faced some politics, got distracted when his girlfriend left him. He was ICC Emerging Cricketer of the Year at one time, supposed to be the next Kapil Dev, but he did not become that. And now he is, in his mind, he has explained a few lies to himself that he has no respect. People won't respect him if he doesn't achieve things. That he has to prove something to people. That he owes a debt to his family and he has let them down somehow by not achieving things and all. And then at the beginning of the book, he gets thrown out from the Firozshah Kotla Stadium while watching an India-Australia match. The same stadium where 7 years ago, he had demolished the Australians, took 5 wickets and won a test match for India. And when that happens, it enters an emergency mode in his head that, I have to do something about this. I have to redeem myself. And this is a dangerous combination for the character because there's already a baggage. There are old wounds, lies, and then this incident has happened. And from there on, the story goes, and towards the end, he realizes that he has a moment of epiphany, and he realizes that the goals that he was pursuing were not the real goals. The real goal was gaining respect from himself. in his own eyes. And and once that happens, his goals changes, and he gets redemption, but not the redemption that he had already he was originally aspiring for. And that's the real kind of redemption that's worth having. And to anyone, I will say that I wish you that kind of redemption in your lives, that you redeem yourself in this way. And so that from that perspective, building this character was very interesting for me to examine, how these lies played an important part in the story.
Yeah. I think you've explained it so nicely. Curiosity quotient बढ़ गया है. I'm sure people want to get their hands on a copy of the book. I'm going to read out a couple of messages. The one that got my attention first is by Manish Chakravarti, and he says, "So good to see Imtiaz, our house captain." So we have another one from your old school.
So that guy, so Manish was in Blue House, so he was the blue blood.
क्या बात है? Okay, Karuna Badwal has a question for Suman. If you were to be a cricketer, who would you be?
I wish it would be Adam Gilchrist, because there's a tradition in my family, just like Imtiaz Ali's. We are all opening batsmen. Like my father was one, and I was as well. Although he admitted that he was more on the Sunil Gavaskar mold, and I was Virendra Sehwag mode. But Adam Gilchrist is one person who's just the style, the confidence, and the absolute non-challenge to records or achievement. Like when he was playing his last one-day match against Sri Lanka, he hit them so hard after they had given him a guard of honor when he entered the field. And he got out at 88 when any other person would have wanted to score a century in his last match.
Right.
It's fascinating. I mean, I wish I could be like him.
Super. Imtiaz, who's your favorite cricketer?
Actually, see, I grew up in that Sachin Tendulkar phase. So if you have to get Sachin Tendulkar out of the fray. But I used to like Kapil Dev a lot when I was younger. Because I really admire those players that play for the team, as Suman said. And so I used to like people like Viv Richards. All these were like I saw when I was very young. I've actually seen Viv Richards bat. Always for the team, equally happy if he got out at 90 or 10 or whatever he's playing for the team. Gilchrist. And I'm just like, it's like, who was Gilchrist's captain for most of the time, the one-down player?
Steve Waugh?
Steve Waugh was there. Ricky Ponting was there for some time.
Ponting. So Ponting, I think, is my favorite batsman.
Okay.
Ponting is my favorite batsman because he had the same look on his face of indomitable nonchalance. Like Gilchrist was devastating. Ponting, I feel, for me, was I thought he also anchored the team's innings, the whole play. So I used to like Ponting a lot.
Nobody asked me, but I just want to say sorry.
Yeah, tell me. Who's your Saurabh Ganguly? Okay.
There's so many people who have joined from Jamshedpur, from your school. So everyone's cheering for you guys. Someone said Suman was in the house, so we've gotten into that. We've gotten into details of which house and which year and all of that. Okay, there's one question. I forgot who asked it, and the question was, did you ever hit the writer's block, Suman?
Oh yes, writer's block is the default state. I have to tell you, and the reason why is again I was mentioning this in the trailer launch, is because of this tendency to write perfect stuff, which is impossible to do. You have to write what you can and improve, but this is very difficult to overcome if you want to do the minimum work and get maximum result. Then you but when writer's block get real nasty for me, my way of getting out of is I'll shut down the computer and I will turn to my notebook and my pen and I will write whatever comes to my mind. Sometimes even copy what I've written already. And every time it works out. But there's only one problem that happens from there is I have to retype everything back onto the computer again, which becomes really tough considering my handwriting. It's so bad that I can't read my own handwriting sometimes. And, I want to salute my teachers in DBMS who had done that for 12 years. It's just long-suffering souls, most of them.
Never mind the handwriting. We're glad you've written this book. Imtiaz, I have a question for you. Personally, you like to direct a film that you have written, or you find it easy to carry on the writer's vision and direct a film that somebody else has written?
See, up till now, I have only directed films that I've written. So I've not seen the taste of the other fruit up till now. But I hope that happens as well, that I direct something that other people also write. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I wrote Rockstar, and I wrote all the films that I directed. In fact, I wrote a couple of films that I was saying Cocktail. A couple of films that I didn't direct also.
Exactly. Yes. So do you miss that? You thought it was an incomplete process?
Yeah, I've never written anything to be directed by anybody else. Like I've always written, like even Cocktail, I was supposed to direct, and then that didn't happen, and I'd already done Love Aajkal. So then, I asked Homi if he would like to direct. So up till now, that hasn't happened, but I hope that happens as well, because now I feel that, it will be interesting if new ways of working emerged, and I get into that, like other writers. I'm very excited actually about other writers writing and presenting something which I can then take forward as a director.
Super. Collectively, I think half the people here who are commenting want to know what your next project is. Anything that you can reveal, Imtiaz?
Well, there are some new stories that I have written. There are some old stories from the past. None of them have a name. I can't say, unfortunately, that, what, guys, I'm making like Sholay, or because you wouldn't know. There are just stories, and I'm working with them. I've got 3 of them, and I have deliberately developed all of that to see which is actually getting more traction, first from me, and which I would really like to jump in. So in a way, I have utilized the lockdown as effectively as I could, but hopefully soon, because I'm really eager to get onto the set and start directing now.
Absolutely. Suman, coming to you, you have a thriving corporate career. I want you to speak a little about the publishing industry. Like every industry, this is also one which has become very competitive. Marketing books, you want books to make money. As an author, while writing, did that weigh at the back of your mind? Ye elements add karu, probably this will cater to more people. Like, did you ever think on those lines?
No, I didn't, and maybe I will have to from next time, because after undergoing this promotions process, I have learned several things. But this one, the story was so heavy on my head that I had to write. And Oscar Wilde is also responsible, as I told you before, because of that quote. And but to answer your question, see, I think this is one of the best times ever to be a fiction writer. Social media allows us to reach more readers than ever before, and the OTT platforms, they promise a separate additional revenue stream for writers. So, but I look at myself more as a content creator, not just as a writer. I might write screenplay, I might write copy for ads, I might write documentary films. But publishing companies, if they can be a little bit more innovative, adopt audiobooks, graphic novels, or reading apps, and this is just the beginning of a huge boom that everyone can harness, I think.
Right. Guys, we're almost at the end of this. So if you have any more questions, quickly type those in. If I have time, I'm going to pick those. We have one more question here. Do you think fantasy cricket apps to some extent have helped in subsiding at least the local match fixing activity? Suman, you want to take that?
Yeah, I think it surely will help, because you see, what the big problem why match fixing happens is because the betting industry is underground. And we have seen that anything that you push underground, it just explodes in its own way. One good example is prohibition. it hasn't worked anywhere in the world to curb the habit of drinking. So what happens if you don't allow people to bet? They will bet with illegal betting, and that is where the money goes to the wrong people, and from there the match fixing.
Right.
So the birth of legalized betting platforms like fantasy cricket will mainstream this, earn good revenue for the government, and slowly it will move there. I'm hopeful.
Right. Vijaya Saha wants to know, Imtiaz, will you ever direct a thriller? Have you thought about
Oh yeah,
that?
I'd love to. I'd love to, Vijaya Saha. I would love to direct a thriller, and hopefully very soon you shall see me. I already did a thriller kind of thing as a showrunner, so it was my story called She on Netflix.
Yeah.
So hopefully a thriller film as well very soon.
Kya baat hai. Okay, I think we've completely run out of time. So a final word here. First to Suman. Suman, I want you to now, you're a brilliant writer, but I want you to turn into a salesperson and tell us what's the USP of this book. Why should everyone pick it up?
Yeah, to get entertained. And because I know I'm competing with Netflix and other OTT platforms for your time. So I value your time, and I don't want to waste it telling you stuff that you don't want to read. Here's a book that's going to entertain you. It is a fast read. It will be over in a few hours. And I guarantee you, it will leave you with a story that you will remember for a long time.
Brilliant. Imtiaz, anything you want to say about the school junior of yours who now is a writer and has written such an absolutely fabulous book?
I am very proud of Suman Dubey, and I wish him all the best. And I am personally looking forward to reading The Fixer, because for one thing, I love reading. In fact, the reason I have not finished reading this is because I was finishing another book. So I'm very happy to read books in like paper, old-fashioned. I'm
Right.
one of those. I'm really looking forward to reading this book. I wish you all the best, Suman. And
Thank
I
you
would
very much, Imtiaz.
end up by quoting another Oscar Wilde quotation, which is also very similar to the one that you have had as the inspiration for this book. And Oscar Wilde here says that there are only two tragedies in this world. One is when you don't get what you want, and the other is when you get what you want.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely true.
Very true.
So all the best. And thanks, Stuti, for doing a fabulous job.
Thank you.
between
Thank
two
you,
Jamshed
Stuti.
Gurus.
Thank you. I had an absolutely brilliant time. Here are two storytellers, and like you yourself said correctly, that these days books are competing with Netflix, with all visual mediums. The distraction is just so much. But both of you, Imtiaz and Suman, with your work, will always have our undivided attention. Thank you so much for this
Thank you,
fabulous
Stuti.
conversation. And
Thank you,
before
Imtiaz.
Thank you. Thank you, Suman. Best wishes.
And guys, we for the past 40 minutes have been talking about this book. I'm sure now you want to have your hands on it. The paperback and ebook is available on Amazon globally. In India, it's available on Flipkart, Snapdeal, Paytm, bookstores, Crosswords. So make sure you get it. This is Stuti signing off. Thank you, Suman. Thank you, Imtiaz. Thank you, all of you, for joining us for this special live session.
Thank you.
Thank you.